Hi 7th and 8th grade. So this is Mrs. Deffenbaugh and I have set up a YouTube channel which I will be going through the Excel lesson that we started and we're going to go ahead and keep working on and finish. But I will say, since we are not at school, we cannot access the shared folder, so we are going to kind of start over from scratch. So this video will begin from the beginning of that lesson on hyperlinks and images. So the first thing I think we all need to do, just to help us stay organized, because we are going to be receiving so many emails from different teachers and that, I think it would be really good to create a folder, and then we talked about this last week, on your desktop that you can save your assignments in. So what I want everybody to do is I want you to just right click in the middle of your desktop somewhere and create a new folder. And then maybe label it, I'm going to label this one 7th and 8th computers, but you obviously 8th computers or 7th computers. You guys are kind of doing the same assignment, so we're just going to have one video here. And create that folder so you have that folder ready to save your documents and just to keep you organized. So everybody should have received an email from me. And in that email, you should have two assignments, which is Microsoft Excel finished. That's the actual answer key. And then Microsoft Excel lesson. And so the lesson is the one that we are using. Now, I sent this to you last week as we did this as a practice. So you may have it in your folder, but I think for good practice, we can save it in this folder on your desktop or on your computer, that we just open it up and do it all over again. So what we're going to do here is we're going to download this first document, which is the one that says, and if you click on the download, it's the one that says lesson. It doesn't say finished product on it. And this is going to be where you are going to work on your assignment. And like I said, this looks very familiar with what we did the other day. So make sure you click on Enable Editing, and let's save this document because this is what we're going to be working on. Let's go ahead and go File, Save As, and let's save it in our folder that we created on the desktop. So just like we normally do here, we browse, we click on Desktop, we find our folder, which I labeled this one 7th and 8th computers because you guys are doing the same thing, but you could have had this as 8th computers or 7th computers. And you do not need to change the name of this. This is Microsoft Excel Hyperlinks Image Lesson 4. You do not need to change this name. It can stay the same, and hit Save. And then we're going to go ahead, I'm going to minimize this because we're going to be working on that. You can go ahead and go back in that email and take the other one, which is Microsoft Excel Hyperlink Images Finished. If you want to, you can download this one and save that. Whoops, sorry, I clicked on it. So let me get back to where I need to be here. You can download this, open this up and save as, go File, Save As when it gets there. It's running a little slow here. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and save this finished this Enable Editing. We're going to save this document in that folder as well so that you have it. And so I'm going to go Save As, Browse, find Desktop, 7th and 8th computers, and I'm going to save this one. Same thing, this says finished, so I do not need to change the name of this or anything like that. So I have my two documents. So if I close out now I'm going to minimize my email. If I look in this 7th and 8th computer folder, now I have two documents. One says finished and one says lesson. So we're going to go ahead and click on the lesson one and open that up. Now we've done some of this already. And of course, you have your directions and your start here. So here's all the instructions on how to do this assignment. They are all listed right here. We're going to kind of go through this together. And like I said, we've done some of this, but we're going to have to kind of redo it. That's just kind of where what we have to do. So the first part of this lesson is that, remember, it wanted you to create your tabs. So at the bottom here, how you have to go rename. That first one was supposed to say personal info. And like I said, this is something we've already done. The other one was supposed to say flight info, right click, rename. Another tab is supposed to say hotel info. It's kind of interesting that we're making a spreadsheet on going on a vacation because we're all quarantined and not supposed to go anywhere anyway. So I guess we're just going to kind of have fun with this. And then this last one says daily agenda. And then I also wanted you to change the colors of these tabs. If you look at, we don't have colors, so we can right click on that and go tab color. Personal information is supposed to be a light blue. Flight information, like I said, you can, tab color is supposed to be purple. Hotel information, tab color, that is supposed to be yellow. And daily agenda is supposed to be red. So we created our tabs here at the bottom: directions, personal info, flight info, hotel, and daily agenda. Since we've already saved this information, so like I said, if you click on it, you'll have all the colors. Since we've already saved this, you can just hit that little save button at the top, and that will continue to save it in your folder that you created it in. And so you just want to make sure that you save it throughout as you go. So we should all be in the personal info tab, and we want to insert word art. And what we're going to do with this is we're going to create our headings. So I'm just going to kind of pick a word art design, and this one's going to say personal info. Put it up in the corner here, and like I said, we have done this already, but we're going to have to kind of recreate that. You're going to do the same thing in flight info, hotel, and daily agenda. So you will do that in all of those tabs. But for purposes of not listening to me for an hour and a half, I will not do that. So in the personal info one, you needed to create a table. And so what you want to do, you want to create one that says family members, family member name. The next tab is age. The next tab is gender. The next tab is allergies. And the next tab is cell phone. Whoops. So once you create those, and like I said, notice how family member does not fit in there. If you put your cursor right up here in between C and D and double click, then it'll actually make it so it fits. And G, as you can see, doesn't quite fit in there. I'm going to double click here and make it fit. Then you're going to put your family members' names. So let's go with, I'm going to put Bob, Joe, Sally. And you can, like I said, you can make this up, but you have to have 4. And Kim. Ages, I'm going to go 21, 23, 5, and 13. Gender, male, male, female, female. Allergies, let's say Bob is gluten-free. Joe has none. Sally is peanuts. And Kim is none. And then cell phone numbers, like I said, you can make these up. 680-1234, 680 or 268-741, whatever you want to put down. So you go ahead and just put in some random numbers for cell phone numbers. And I shouldn't say Sally's 5. She probably doesn't have a cell phone number, but we'll give her one anyway. Yeah, 680-1256. You never know. Everybody could probably have them. 680-231. Okay, there we go. So we need to have our data here in our table. Now, you'll also notice on the examples, and I'm going to go ahead and bring that up because I'm not, whoops, wrong one, sorry. So if we look at the directions, they give you personal info right here where this is the table that we're going to be creating. They also give you a flight information one, which you're going to put this similar data in your flight sheet. Hotel information, you can put this in there, and then daily agenda. But notice how daily agenda is a table And personal info is a table. But flight info and hotel info, those are not tables. Those are just cells that have data in them. So there's a little bit of a difference. So we're going to click on personal info. Whoops, I must have clicked on the wrong tab. There we go. So personal info, we're going to create this. We have to turn this into a table. So we're going to highlight this text, and we're going to go insert table. And then you want to make sure that it says that my table has headers, and click OK. And so now you've got your table with your information in it for personal information. Then you're going to go into flight info. And I don't have my header here that says flight info or my word art that says flight info, but you would create that. And you're going to create that table right here like this. Now it says right here, these are not formatted as tables. These just have cell shading and a thick border around them. So that's what you want to do. You can put these same headers and you can make up where you're going and what time you're going, but you're going to create that hotel information right here, departing flight and returning flight. The hotel information, you'll create this right here. Like I said, not a table. These are just cells that are shaded with different color, which you guys should all be able to do. Daily agenda is another table. So that one we'll have to do something different with. So now that we have our personal info worksheet, we're going to insert 4 shapes like the one below. It says, I like the rounded rectangles that would become our hyperlink buttons. So we're going to create 4 shapes like the one below. And then we're going to hyperlink those. And we talked a little bit about what a hyperlink it is. It's where you can click on a tab. When we think about our web page that we designed, we clicked on our tab, that button, and then it linked us to another page. Well, it'll do the same thing with inside a Word doc, inside an Excel document. So we're going to go ahead and go into our personal info, and we are going to insert a shape. So we're going to go to the Insert tab, and then it's probably right here. It might not show up, but it's in the Illustrations shape. And I'm just going to do this rounded corner rectangle, and I'm going to draw a box in like this. And then if I click on that box, I should be able to put personal info. Now keep in mind these are blue, but you can totally change the color of these to make them look nicer. And your font and everything, you can mix this up. So then I'm just going to right click and I'm going to copy it. And then I'm going to just paste it. How many boxes? I need 4 boxes, so I'm going to paste it 4 times. And then that gives me unity as far as that it kind of looks the same. So I'm going to kind of stretch these over. Notice it says personal info, so I'm going to have to change all these, but that's okay. So now I can click on personal info and I can change that to flight info. I can change this one to, whoops. Make sure that you're clicked on the letters themselves and not the box. Hotel info. And I can click on daily agenda. So now I have my 4 boxes here. Okay. So we're going to insert those 4 shapes. These could be stars or whatever. I'm just going to use the rectangle ones. And maybe I want to change them. So personal info was blue. Flight info, maybe I'm going to change the color of that one because that's purple. So maybe I'll just go ahead and make it color coordinated with our colors on our tabs here. Hotel, I'm going to make yellow. Whoops, notice how I was selected on the text and not the, make sure you're using the paint bucket. And then daily agenda, I'm going to make that red. You may have to change the color of this font as well so that it shows up. Okay, so now we're going to make a hyperlink to the correct worksheet. So when I click on personal info, when I click on personal info, it'll take me to this page. When I click on flight info, it should take me to this page, and hotel will take me here, and daily agenda will take me here. So I'm going to click on this first box. We're going to make each a hyperlink to the correct worksheet. We're going to click on the first shape. We're going to go into the Insert tab, which is here. And then you're going to find it's called Hyperlink, which... so we're going to place it in this document. So let me see here. I remember where the hyperlink is. It's called link, I think. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. So insert, oh, where's it at? Oh, right here, links. Sorry, I'm looking right at it. I didn't see it. Hyperlink, which is right here. I'm going to click on hyperlink. Now, I want to, we're going to place it in this document. So do you see how existing file or web, we want to go to place in this document. So we want to click on this one right here. And we want it to, for this first one, we want it to link to personal info. So I'm going to click on this one right here and I'm going to click OK. And then this one, we want to go ahead, same thing, but we're going to link it to a different page. So we're going to click on that hyperlink. And it should already say place in this document, so now we're going to go flight info is where we want that one to link. Hotel info, same thing, click on the hyperlink. Hotel info, and then daily agenda. We're selecting that one, hyperlink, daily agenda. So now, if I click on personal info, it should take me to this page. Now, if I had the flight info, it would say flight if I had that information there. This would link it to this flight information page. Now notice that there's no link here. Well, there's nothing on this page. I'm going to have to copy these and paste these links on the other pages so that we can go back and forth to all of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on personal info. Oh, wait, let me click on it. There we go. And I'm going to hold the shift key down and I'm going to click on flight info. Whoops. Sorry. Because these are links, you can, I should be able to hit shift key and click. It's going to just do it one at a time. So I'm going to click on personal info. We're going to copy and paste the button onto each worksheet like the example. So I'm going to click on that personal info one. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go to flight info. I'm just going to paste it down here even though I don't have all of those. I'm going to hotel info. I'll click here, paste that one. Daily agenda, same thing, paste it. Okay, so now if I go to personal info, it should be on each page. So then I'm going to go ahead and click on, whoops. Sometimes when you click, you got to right click on it, copy it. I'm going to go to flight info and paste it here. Hotel info. As you can see, a little monotonous, and there's probably a faster way to do this, so believe me, if you have a faster way, you can go ahead and make it work, because there's always more than one way to make things work. Then I'm going to click on hotel information, right click on it and copy, go to flight info, and I'm just pasting these in. Now keep in mind, if I was on, I would have all these flight info, hotel info, daily agenda. I'd have all the information, my graphs and stuff in there, but I did not do that for just to shorten things up here with the video. But you get the general idea of what we need to do here. Whoops, I forgot one. Oh. And like I said, I'm just kind of right-clicking and pasting. I forgot one in daily agenda, or I've got to get, I'm missing a link there in my hotel information. I forgot to put that. But now if I click on it, it'll take me to all of these. It should take me to all of these links. I'm not sure why daily agenda, that is not hyperlinked. So I must have an issue with my hyperlink here. Maybe I didn't hyperlink it. Okay. That one did not get hyperlinked, it looks like. Okay, so now we should be good here. So you want to link all of your tabs. So now you can go, and that's linked to all these different worksheets. So once you get that, then it says to insert cute pics on each worksheet just for flair and fun. So personal info, you're going to go ahead, you can insert a fun picture on each page. So just go to online pictures and put, I don't know, whatever kind of information you want, whatever kind of picture you want or you think that would work, and put a fun picture on each page. So one for personal, one for flight, one for hotel info, and one for daily agenda. So when you get done putting all your tables and these links into it, save it. It should look similar to, and like I said, you can go ahead and open up the finished lesson one, which is right here where they have their personal information. They did not add images onto these, but it says to do that, so I would recommend it. Here's one that says flight info. Here's one that says hotel info. They put a picture of a hotel there. They did do one. And here's one that says agenda. And then agenda, of course, is what you do on the days of the week. Keep in mind, personal info, that is a table. Daily agenda is a table as well. So make sure that you have two tables. Flight info is just shaded cells. These are not in a table, and hotel information is just shaded cells. Once you get done with this document, and I'm going to close out of this finished one because I don't need to save that. Once you get done and you've saved it, so you've hit the save button, close out, then you're going to go ahead and email this document back to me. So you're going to go into your email and create a new message. And we're going to send this to sarah.defenbaugh@k12.sd.us. You're going to attach it. So you want to browse this computer. Make sure you've closed that assignment, because if it doesn't, you won't allow you to do it. Make sure you also that you're clicking the lesson one and not the finished, because the finished is the finished product. That's not your document. It's this one. So you're going to click on that lesson. Add the subject title. Just call it hyperlinks and images. And send that document back to me. And so when I get your image, it's going to look like this. Okay? It'll have your name. Obviously, my name is here because I'm the one who sent it to myself. You're going to have hyperlinks and images, and then the document itself. So I'll be able to click on, so if I click on this, this is what I'm going to see. You do not need to send me the finished, the lesson I said with the answer key, basically. You do not need to send that to me. And that's what you're going to do. I would like these by Friday, if at all possible, and that is what we're going to be doing for class. So this is our first e-learning video. I'm hoping that it went okay, and if you have any questions, you can always email me. Thank you.